Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is our Mary Kay guest event to honor educators and healthcare professionals. And this is just something that a couple of weeks ago I was thinking, because I do, as a national sales director, lots of interviews with women who want to know more about the Mary Kay business. I'm either teaching people how to do these interviews or I'm doing these interviews because Mary Kay gave us in the field the opportunity to pick who we work with. In fact, Mary Kay Corporate can't hire Salesforce people. So it's only us that gets to pick who's representing this brand in this opportunity, which we take really seriously. I was trained by Mary Kay Ash herself when I started my business almost 38 years ago next month. And so, she made sure that when she was gone, that her company, her mission of enriching women's lives through this opportunity to be able to be paid what you're worth around the priorities of God first, family second, and career third. She knew that for this to continue on, even though it's a family business corporately and debt free, she wanted the responsibility to be with the women who are out there working with the women, helping serve women through this product and this opportunity. And so, as we're coming up to Mary Kay's 60th anniversary, in my 38 years, the groups of women who I have most commonly trained to build Mary Kay businesses are in education and healthcare. And a huge reason for that is that women come into those industries not to make $1 million. They come in to help people. They're service industries. And also because of all the people I talk to and the research that I do on the economy and business and what's going on, because that's just how I'm wired. I started Mary Kay after graduating from business school, but then realized what the business world was going to look like for a female in the 80s. And Mary Kay, a chance meeting with the Mary Kay consultant to be a face model. And how ironic, tonight we offer another face model contest that Mary Kay Inc. is offering for you all to win some pretty spectacular prizes between now and May 12th, Mary Kay Ash's birthday. But I was thinking, gosh, during this pandemic, like up until this point in my Mary Kay career, teaching and nursing were kind of two of the safe places that you could work. We always need teachers, we always need nurses. And so they didn't have the layoffs that the auto industry did, and some tech companies have had. And I was in retail management that got, well, definitely clobbered in the pandemic, but even the 2008, 2009 downturn really hurt, and 9/11 time period hurt brick and mortar retail. And so I was thinking, gosh, this is the first time those two industries have really been jeopardized as much as they have. And so we need to focus in and help those women, like honor them, like give you free product and, give you an opportunity maybe to gather, whether it's virtually or in person. Maybe you want to take advantage of the face model contest, but maybe you want to gather after listening to this, educators or healthcare professionals and say, let's have a Mary Kay party. Let's be pampered. Let's be, your consultant can offer you a skin analyzer app that if you went to a med spa, they charge you hundreds of dollars to do. And then she can offer you free education, teaching you how to take care of your skin. If you want products, great. But if you don't, that's fine too. We're the 5th largest global beauty brand because we teach all women that will let us how to take care of their skin and how to apply makeup and how to build a business if they want to. But if they don't want to, we always hope that their time with us was of benefit to them. So I hope that that is what this is of benefit to all the women who are joining us, either because you're a consultant and you want to learn more about the model contest or what's going on in healthcare or education, and from consultants and directors who are from those industries. So they're going to give you a bird's eye view. Again, at the end of this, whether you're listening to the recording or you're listening right now, you're going to want to follow up. You get a gift, whatever your consultant, is giving you. maybe it's a half off item, a lipstick for listening. Who knows? It could be let's make the deal. If there's something you want, just say, I'll pass this on to 5 of my friends. And if they follow up, I'd like that Skin Invigorate brush and, could they get a lipstick? Absolutely. Like, we want to get the information out so that more women in healthcare and education can feel like what they're doing is valued and valuable, because we really are in an economy where a lot of people feel replaceable easily and don't feel valued. And that's not okay. Mary Kay taught me, when you go into a skincare class, you are not there with dollar signs in your eyes. You're there to help that woman feel better about herself. And if you do that, you're going to make more money than you know what to do with in Mary Kay. So after you listen to this, if you'll follow up with your consultant, she's going to want to know, what did you enjoy most? If you ever did start a Mary Kay business, what would the reason be? And what would hold you back now from starting it for that reason? Okay, so I am going to spotlight our first speaker. Right here. Spotlight. There you go. All right, Sonia, take it away. Lead us off.
Well, thank you so very much, Dawn. I'm so super excited to be a speaker this evening. So my name is Sonia Pacey, and I am a Pink Cadillac sales director with Mary Kay. And prior to Mary Kay, I was a teacher. I loved teaching. I have an early childhood ZA endorsement. And a decade ago, was a senior sales director in Mary Kay. After I started having kids, I wanted to stay home with them. And I knew that, having my husband, I didn't want to say, hey, Dad, I need some money, like being a mom and staying home. I wanted to still utilize my degree. I have a master's degree. And my life went down a different road. So my kids were 3, 4, and 7, and I found myself a single mom. So at that point, I was like, ooh, you know what? I think I better, go back into the classroom. I thought that was my security and my retirement and all of that was going to be there. And little did I know, when I entered the classroom and stepped down as a sales director after a decade of being a director, that I would have to get my English as a second language endorsement. So as soon as I got back in teaching full time as a new single mom, I had to go to school at night. So that only cost me about $25,000, and it incrementally increased my pay about $500 a year. So, clearly it was something that I listened to everyone else tell me, this is what you need to do. And I kind of jumped into the box. But then, I thought it was also a really good idea to get remarried. So I did that. And I can definitely check off the boxes that I have 99 problems, and my pink Cadillac is not one of them. So I am now, again, a single mom, and I've decided, after 16 cumulative years of teaching, I loved teaching. And all the teachers that are on here tonight, my heart goes over the line for you. I know how much that you do. It's not a job that you do from 9 to 5. It's something that people are like, oh, you get your summers off and your weekends. And it is a selfless job that you put your heart and soul in. And where I found myself as a single mom, again, with my kids now 14, 15, and 18, they needed me more now than they did when they were little. So I decided, with all this schooling, the Holy Spirit told me in 2020, you're going to go back into Mary Kay, and I've got big plans for you. And I'm like, really? I just finished that endorsement, and it's a lot of money. So I definitely can say that I'm now not teaching in a classroom. I'm now teaching adults, and I get to teach women who can teach, future generations. I have a 14-year-old daughter, and I would love to be able to pass this to her at some time, but I certainly want it to be her choice. But why I love Mary Kay is because it affords to me to have a car that the company pays for. It affords to me, my kids are all athletes and they've gotten banged up, and we've had, torn ACLs and UCLs and PT and surgeons. And I love that I have my Vera Bradley caddy bag, and it goes with me no matter where I go. So I am super excited that I loved teaching. I loved, feeling like, oh, I can never leave the classroom because the benefits. Well, I'll tell you, there's so many other options that if you're looking for a little extra money, or you're really burnt out. I mean, the burnout rate in teaching is about 7 years, and I did 16, and I definitely feel like today I was talking with Dawn, our national, and I'm like, I truly love my life. My office was my backyard in my, tank top. And I love that I get to steward my day around God first, family second, and career third. So where I'm moving into the next step in Mary Kay is I'm going to become a national sales director. So I definitely feel that that is something that Mary Kay said, that we all have a seed of greatness that's within us, and we need to have that pulled out. So if anyone, any teacher or any of the healthcare professionals, if there's something about this that, you want a little more information, we would love to share that with you. But I am so super excited that I get to share with you guys. Everybody loves to play makeup. It's something that we learned when we were little kids, but unfortunately, I didn't know ding dong hooly hooly about makeup when I came in. I wore like a little lip gloss and sometimes mascara. And I love our Mary Kay tribe because I've been taught how to teach others. So again, I am in a position where, I'm still the teacher, but education is an ongoing process. We're constantly learning all the time. So I'm going to share my screen and I get to kick off for us this amazing makeover contest that is coming out. And before I show you the video, I just want to tell you, it's called Let's Celebrate the Beauty of Empowering Women for the Past 6 Decades. We're getting ready to celebrate our 60th anniversary. It's so hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that a woman in the 60s had a vision in her heart, and it has held true, not 1 decade, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 6 decades later, and we are going to celebrate the Mary Kay way. This new promotion is called Then, Now, and Always. It's a makeover contest, and who likes to win something for free? I mean, if it's free, it's for me. So the top 3 grand prize winners will be awarded $1,500 in cash, some of Mary Kay's favorite must-have Mary Kay products. You'll also be featured on social media. It's going to be something that you want to be part of. But again, you can't have a cake and put icing on it. You can't have a perfect 10 makeup game if your skincare game's a 2. So as you see behind me, I have all my products here. We're not only going to share makeup with you, but we're also going to show you how to make sure that that cake is firm and tight and ready for the icing to go on, which is the makeup. And I'm so super excited to now show you a little video that's going to go through and it's going to explain a little bit more. And after the video, I will tell you in a couple of minutes, how can you sprinkle this into your business to get the growth of the brand new spring into a new season. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And I'm going to share with you this amazing contest. Go. Boy, this is bringing me back to my teaching days. All right. Let me just make this large.
For 60 years, Mary Kay has believed that some things never go out of style. That's why we're celebrating the beauty of empowering women for the past 6 decades with a makeover contest for the ages. The Mary Kay Then, Now, Always Makeover Contest. Reimagine retro looks from then, invent a scroll-stopping look that's so right now, or design a timeless look that always inspires. You could be one of 3 grand prize winners who will win $1,500 in cash, an assortment of Mary Kay favorites, and have their winning looks turned into exclusive limited edition 60th anniversary looks that will be featured on social media. To enter, book a color appointment with your Mary Kay independent beauty consultant who can help you create your custom look with Mary Kay products. Then, simply upload your image onto the contest microsite from April 3rd through May 12th, along with a caption explaining how your look is inspired by Then, Now, or Always. We can't wait to see your creativity. Contact your independent beauty consultant today and express your unique style.
Well, fantastic. Well, there is a little teeny bit of a taste of what this contest is going to look like. Some women may want to channel their inner blue shadow in their pink frosty lipstick, like Dawn always loves to tell us about. Or maybe you want it really neutral, or maybe you want a bold new look that's coming out in our brand new spring line that's coming next month. So basically how you can bring this in is there are so many guests that are on this tonight, and maybe this Mary Kay opportunity is nothing that you're interested in, but you'd like to get yourself a new look to spring into a new season. So you're going to contact your beauty consultant. She's going to do something with you. We can do in person, we can do something on Facebook private party, or we can do something in a Zoom room. So there are many different ways that you can incorporate this into your business, but it is going to be a spring that you will not forget and a contest that you will not forget. So I am so super excited to now, this is my girl that I love to call bougie, but her name is Alden, and she taught me how to do makeup. So she could teach this girl, you know, an old dog new tricks. She's going to show you some wonderful things. So take it away, my friend.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Sonia. So like she said, my name is Otten-Sweeney. I am a Cadillac sales director as well. And I have been building my business for 10 years now. So I started my business when I was 19. I share the same name as Dawn, who started this off. I'm her daughter. So I got to grow up in a Mary Kay household, came home from the hospital in a pink Cadillac. And I got to see the lifestyle that Mary Kay allowed. I got to see a mom that was making an executive income. And also I would tell people she was a stay-at-home mom because her office was in my house. And, you know, back then, 30 years ago, that was not the norm like it is today. And so I got to see, you know, what this Mary Kay opportunity could really be for a woman that wanted to work it at a high level. And I really valued that. In high school, I grew up in Metro Detroit, and I saw when the auto industry crashed, I saw the devastation that job loss caused families. And I saw that that wasn't happening in my mom's Mary Kay, or in my family, because of my mom's Mary Kay business. And I remember thinking, okay, I don't know if I exactly want to do this Mary Kay thing yet. I used to dramatically roll my eyes and say, no, I'm never doing that. But I remember thinking I valued that she had control of our family's income, and it wasn't at the whim of somebody else or the economy or anything like that. And now, you know, fast forward, I was in college. I wanted to earn a free car because I learned how to drive on a pink Escalade. So I knew the cars were real in Mary Kay. And I was sharing with my brother at the time, and we didn't learn to share very well. So I said, I'm going to earn this Mary Kay car. And I was able to do it while in school, working around a full-time college schedule, and loved every bit of my Mary Kay business. I loved being able to offer women the opportunity to feel better about themselves and an opportunity for them to have some different choices, whether for them for the future or, you know, for their kids, their family, whatever it is. Now I am currently, I don't even know what week I am, but I'm currently 7.5 months pregnant with my first child. And my husband and I just bought our Detroit dream house in October. And you guys, I'm so thankful that I chose to work my Mary Kay business when I did, and at the level that I have for the financial freedom and stability, because my husband on March 17th got an email at 6:30 a.m. as a top sales person for a Detroit company that everybody got job eliminated. Like, sayonara, peace out, you're done. Everybody's done. And it wasn't devastating to us. And I'm so thankful for that. And I want other women to know that you have options. And Mary Kay might not be anything that you may have thought or considered for yourself, but maybe you'd consider it as a plan B, because you just never know what, you know, could happen. And I'm so thankful that I have this opportunity, so I could say it's all good. Like, we're going to figure it out. But because of my Mary Kay business and the sustainability of a Mary Kay business, there was no panic, which I'm so grateful for. So I'm really excited about sharing with you guys about this contest, because I love helping women feel better about themselves. And I really do feel like, you know, the saying, give a woman a lipstick and she can conquer the world, or maybe it's a new pair of shoes, but I call it lipstick. I believe that's so true. And this is the time frame where a lot of women are thinking about, you know, social gatherings, you're, going to, I don't know, a bunch of baby showers or a bunch of weddings or whatever might be going on. And like Sonia said, we want to make sure that your skin is looking great. So first off, you want to make sure that your consultant helps you with your skincare routine. A lot of people live in climates that the sun is finally coming out and it is getting warmer. So you might need some different switch ups with your skincare, especially foundation shade matching. Your consultant can help you with, because we don't want you with a floating head that's a different color than the rest of your body. But this color makeover contest, I think, is so fun. The then, now, and always theme, I think, is brilliant. I know that woman that Sonia showed on the screen chose a 70s look. Some people on here, you might be a little overwhelmed by color. So I came to you guys with a very neutral, what I'm considering a timeless look, which would fall into the always category for this makeover contest. And I'm going to show you guys how you could make it a little bit more glam. But when I think of a timeless look, I don't know, I naturally think of neutral eye and a red lip. Terrifies some people. So I came on here today, you guys, with my full face of makeup on, but I have one eyeshadow. So if you're a basic girl, I chose one eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and then I have a very neutral lip. You guys, that could be your makeover look, and that could be your always look, or, whatever look that you want it to be. It doesn't have to be a big glamorous look. So for guests, definitely text your consultant and say, I want to be part of this makeover contest. Sonia mentioned there's 3 grand prize winners with $1,500 cash money. Sign me up. But there's also 10, I think they call it, I don't know, you're not first, you're second, you're whatever they name it, so it sounds better than losing. But there's 10 people that get, I think it's $500 or $100. I don't know. There's more people that get more cash, you guys. So it is a fun thing to do. And I'm going to show you guys just real quick how you can take an everyday look and maybe turn it into something a little bit more sassy for maybe you're going to a wedding or a date night or whatever it is. I always love working out of our Mary Kay compacts. They're customizable. So the best part is you can have a custom look for this makeover and your consultant can put it in a compact for you. So you have your whole face in a case and it can go with you anywhere and be absolutely fabulous. So for people that are going to ask, the base color I have all over my lid right now is crystalline. And I'm just going to choose one more color to add. So I'm going to be really simple with you guys. Simple is sometimes best. And I'm taking our Mary Kay blending brush, which is my favorite. And I have this darker brown color and it is called Cinnabar. And I'm taking it and just putting it right in my crease. So no matter what your eye shape is, your crease is where your eyeball goes back into your head. So that's why I love teaching this technique, because you can't really mess it up. It's wherever your eyeball goes back into your head. So it doesn't matter if you have hooded eyes, deep set eyes, anything like that. And then you can just blend around. And what I love with our eyeshadows is you can blend and you don't have to worry about big oopsies or mistakes. So you guys can see how that just added a little dimension here. And this side's still the classic timeless look, but that's just one color, a super quick add-on. And then I suggest every woman find a red lip color. I inevitably always hear women say, red doesn't look good on me. That's a lie. It just means you have to find a different undertone. We have ones that are blue undertone, that are more, orangey reds, different things, and your consultant can help you find one. But there's a red color for every single woman, or a fun pink color for spring, or a coral. But a fun lip color that makes you feel confident and makes you feel like the best version of yourself for spring. So this, I chose Red Stiletto. It's a very blue undertone. It's a very clear blue. Blue reds make your lip or your teeth look whiter, which who doesn't want that? I'm just going to put a little bit on here so you guys can see. And just with a little eyeshadow and lip color change, we went from a day look, a classic day look, to always glam. So this could be one of the looks that you guys do for your then, now, always. And like Sonia said, you could blue eyeshadow and the frosty pinks. You could really do whatever you wanted, but it can be as great or as dramatic and era themed as you want, or a neutral everyday look. So you can contact your beauty consultant and she can either do in person, or she could send you, virtually a really pretty customized color card, you guys. This makes it really easy. It takes the guessing out of it because it's customized to your eye color. So you don't have to think about it as the consultant, and the guest, our makeover, hopefully winner, doesn't have to think about it either. And it tells you paint by number, you guys. So simple. So you can feel so classically beautiful, whether you choose then, now, or always. And I'm sending it over to my friend, Deborah.
Right. What an awesome and simple approach, Alden. Thank you. I think in the chat, people were saying that, and I think we all appreciate it. Good evening to everybody. It is such an honor to be speaking this evening to all of you. My hope is that everybody has an enjoyable event. Hope you leave inspired, energized, uplifted, and maybe most of all motivated in whatever that may mean to you. So I'm Deborah Johnson. I've spent my entire career in the healthcare industry. I started out patient care, serving ill and elderly patients. Then my journey took me into the administrative realm with documentation known as medical transcription. I had my own business for 15 years doing medical transcription. Then I was sought out to join a very large acute care health system. And from there into the world of revenue cycle management, where the firm I worked for actually assists, and in some cases actually rescues hospitals from their financial struggles to operate more efficiently and remain viable and open to the communities. Just as all of you, whether educator or healthcare, I was proud of what I did, am proud of what I did. My contributions, the gratitude that I got every day by helping people, educating, mentoring, coaching, inspiring others actually in their most vulnerable seasons or moments, low moments in life. My before story with Mary Kay started actually over 25 years ago when I was invited to an event like this. It was actually a skincare class, which is where I first fell in love with the products, have been using them ever since. Then I was approached years later about the business opportunity, and of course saw the smart opportunity that I had in front of me and became a beauty consultant. And at that point in time, it was for selfish reasons, mainly. I was a personal use. So I got everything that I was using and loving, and could actually expand on that because I got it at 50% of what I was paying prior. During the seasons of life then that I went through, the beauty of this opportunity is I was able to earn extra money when I needed it for the family. And I had 3 kids at home, running a business, right? It had a lot going on, but life happens and you need extra money. So that was an opportunity. And I was afforded the luxury of attending events like this one, actually unit meetings. And that was when I got exposed to and fell in love with the culture. I had never seen and been exposed to a culture in the work environment that I had, been working in for many, many years, of women just lifting each other up, inspiring each other, so, interested in each other's well-being, caring for each other. And they were teaching, coaching, mentoring, and serving others. Well, doesn't that just sound like healthcare and educators, right? So here we are. So it was no accident that this company and business became my plan B. Alden mentioned that. I think that any smart individual, at least I've always had to have a safety net. I was never comfortable if I had all my eggs in one basket, just assumed everything was just going to be beautiful and forever. Nothing's forever. So when COVID hit, I really knew then, okay, this is my time. I need to really get ready and be prepared for activating this plan B when I needed to. And I'm so glad I did. See, unfortunately, in the healthcare industry, they're financially struggling. Today, most hospital systems, clinics, provider offices, they are seeking out companies just like the one I left, who can help them actually better run their revenue cycle, their operations, to just stay alive and stay afloat. This means cost reductions, right? Outsourcing is something that we're all very familiar with. And in healthcare, unfortunately, this has been a primary strategy to help hospitals, reduce costs. So when US positions plus benefits that hospitals are paying for can be outsourced to a global entity, the average is about 50% of the cost takeout. So you can see where this becomes kind of a trend. And that's what's been going on really for the last 5 or 10 years in healthcare that I've been actually a part of. Part of me feels bad kind of saying that, but I was a part of. I saw friends and colleagues, they could have been a hospital IT technology team, and they got outsourced to an offshore team. Registration teams, medical records, medical transcription, medical coding. I mean, I can go on and on and on, right? As long as it could be transferred and the knowledge transferred and it could be done somewhere else at a lower cost, that's usually the path taken. Technology also is the other part of that. I think clinical burnout, nurses, doctors, everybody else, they have so much to do that technology companies are actually building more and more. And what that does is actually eliminate the need for a human being at all, right? We're talking robots, we're talking about apps and software systems that come in and actually do work that people are doing. So my current state, yes, I activated Plan B in January. My future state, I'm in a red jacket because that means I have people on my team, 3 or 4 people right now. My desire is directorship. And of course, yes, I want that free Mary Kay car, but I look forward to building a team and going back to coaching, training, just inspiring and leading a team to excellence. So I'll close with this. I always heard the phrase the golden handcuffs, and I realize now I was a victim of that. I felt like if I decided to leave, that I was putting my family, myself, my security at risk. And the aha moment in the last couple of months, because I'm that new in all of this, is that really is all false. This opportunity, this business, Mary Kay is offering me security because I can replace my income, even earn more if I choose to. The benefits that I thought I just had to have with a job, I'm finding that I can go out in the marketplace because Obamacare and affordable care, they're actually at a lesser cost than what I was paying. I don't know if I should say, but over $1,000 a month is what I was paying for myself, my husband, and 1 adult child to have full health care benefits. And I'm finding that will be removed. So I get to do all of this, have fun, be inspired by an amazing group of women who are all on here this evening. And I just couldn't be happier. And I know that I think everybody, I hope that you're hearing the options. Everybody has options, and this is a phenomenal one. So on that note, thank you for, again, having me on. And Raina, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Deborah. You did such a great job, and that was so informative. I have a lot of consultants actually that are in the healthcare industry, so I'm sure that they could relate to that as well. I'm going to put this on gallery because I do not like looking at myself when I'm talking. But Alden, oh my goodness, I loved that look. I mean, you put literally one color on, and that just popped and looked so good. I loved it. But you guys, I am Raina Lee. I am a Pink Cadillac Senior Sales Director with Mary Kay. And I have actually been building my business for 4 years now. Before Mary Kay, I was a teacher, and I actually have about 20 years of experience, most of it elementary, some middle. And at the end, I was teaching adults, which I loved, by the way, the GED program. But I don't know if anybody can relate to me in here, but I loved my job. I loved my job as a teacher. Teachers are very passionate people, and you enjoy making a difference. And I loved my job. I loved my coworkers, and I loved my principal, which I think probably might be a little rare nowadays. But You know, I was at a point in my life where I needed something more. I needed something different. I needed to be in control of my time and my money. And insert Mary Kay. I have always been on the product, actually, since I was 16 years old. I actually have prior experience with Mary Kay. I actually sold Mary Kay while I was in college to be a teacher. And I earned a couple of cars back then, but when I graduated college, I wanted to be a teacher. So I remained on the product for 20 years. And then the Lord just brought Mary Kay back to my mind when I was super busy. I was extremely busy as a teacher, you guys. I was teaching middle school ELA from 7:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, which, you know, if you're a teacher on here, you don't leave at 3:30, right? And then I taught adults from 5:30 to 8. And I had a 6-year-old at home. And I was married and I had laundry and I had all the things, right? So I really didn't have time to do this, but you guys, I knew that if I didn't do something different, nothing in my life was going to change. So I added Mary Kay to my very busy plate, and I literally only work 6 to 10 hours a week. And I want to tell you guys how I fit this into my very busy schedule, because I know that there's a woman on here that have all these plates spinning in the air, and you're keeping them all going, and there's no way you think you can fit anything else in. And I'm here to tell you that you can, because when a woman really wants to do something, we'll find the time. Have y'all noticed that? And I didn't have time. Literally, I filled out a weekly plan sheet so that I could see my week, visually. And I had from 3:30 to 4:45 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's all I had. So you know what I did? I invited my teacher friends to my classroom. And I invited the science team one Tuesday and the math team the next Thursday. And we did facials in my classroom. I would have my fourth period, like clean the desk, with the Lysol wipes. They would help me set up my mirrors. It was, the last 10 minutes of class, and they loved it. And so all the teachers would come in and we would do the facials. And then at 4:45, you guys, I took their orders. I had to bring it back to them the next day because I had to leave to go to my next job. And so I would bring the products back the next day and I would put it in their boxes. And I did that for weeks. That was the only time that I had. But I just was still operating off of, if I don't do something different, nothing in my life is going to change. And I just fit it in when I could. And honestly, you guys, I joined Mary Kay, and I'm sure somebody can relate to this. I just needed a little extra, like a side hustle, like a side gig. That's what I needed at the very beginning. And after working very consistently in Mary Kay, like every single week, you guys, it snowballed into like 4 or 5 months later, I was able to eliminate both of my teaching jobs. That's what I chose, though. I have teacher friends that are in my unit that they have no desire to eliminate their teaching job. And that is totally fine. My need and my want was to become independently entrepreneur, in control of my time and my money. And that's what I did. So I've been full-time with Mary Kay since June of 2019. And, teachers, and I'll try really hard not to be biased on, but to me, teachers are like great beauty consultants because I'm still teaching. My subject matter has changed. All I had to do was learn a different subject, but I still teach. I teach women how to care for their skin. As teachers, we're great communicators. We are great with, starting at the bottom and working up with someone. We're very good at that. We have a drive for like self-improvement, and all of those characteristics make up a great Mary Kay beauty consultant. So my goal is, of course, exactly what Sonia's goal is to become a national sales director, because yes, I drive that pink Cadillac, but I want the pink Escalade, which is what Dawn drives. But I know from having conversation with my teacher friends, which I just had yesterday, a lot has changed in education. And if you are a teacher and if you are looking for something extra, something maybe a little more, you don't really know, how to do this. But see, that's the great thing as a teacher is we are coachable. And Dawn used to always tell me that when I joined Mary Kay, she always told me that I was very coachable. And that's what we are as teachers. We're coachables. And if you are coachable, oh, you can be taught how to do this. You can. And then you can teach other women how to do this. And so, for the future, is of course the National Sales Director, and just to keep empowering and enriching women's lives is my goal. But this 60th anniversary, the model makeover contest that Sonia just told us about, I have an idea that I'm going to do that I was going to share really quickly with the consultants on here. I have a private, and I think most of us do, a private customer group on Facebook. And I have learned with Facebook that we have many hurdles we have to jump over. But I have learned with Facebook that if you go live, that Facebook will throw it out to more of your customers if you go live. So I was thinking what I would do is take a look, a look that Alden has done, a 70s look, an 80s look, and go live and demonstrate that look on myself, just like what Alden just did. And then invite women that want to try the look and do the look with me, how I can send them that little card that Alden showed. And so I thought I would go live at different times and do a 60s look, do a 70s look, and an 80s look, and invite my customers to want to do this with me, because $1,500, 3 people are getting $1,500 and 10 are getting $500. I think that's what it said, right? That's pretty cool. And then it's fun. It's just a lot of fun. But that is what I'm going to do to gather some of my customers to do this makeover contest.
Thank you. You guys, such good ideas. So for our guest consultants, you got lots of ideas. So you want to put a plan together. How many models are you going to have entered in this contest? Because it's going to go by fast. Entries have to be done by May 12th. All details are Mary Kay in Touch. Also on my YouTube channel, whether you're a consultant or a guest, you can go to Dawn Otten-Sweeney on YouTube and go to the Full Circle playlist, and you'll see Alden do a whole color demonstration from start to finish. So if you're worried about, I don't know how to do my own makeup, I don't know how to teach people, it's all right there that you can watch. So consultants, how many face models are you going to enter in this contest? Goes along beautifully with the 100 face contest that I threw out to our area for April, May, and June, heading into our 60th anniversary celebration in Dallas. And guest, when you leave this, I hope that you know that there's a lot more to Mary Kay than just selling lipstick. I am hopeful that at the very least that you will be a talent scout for your consultant, listening to maybe some of your coworkers, teachers, healthcare professionals, or just, female friends in general, that they need some of the things that Mary Kay has to offer. They need something to be hopeful about. They need cash flow. They need the plan B, or maybe like my son-in-law, Cody, they need a plan A, or Deborah, a plan A immediately, that you'll refer them to your consultant. She'll give you $50 in free product. She can be anywhere in the United States of America. We are in 40 countries. Once you are a qualified director or national, you can work in some of those different countries also. But, maybe you'll host a party. That'd be really fun. A way for you to see how this could go virtually or in person. Take advantage of the model contest yourself. Or if you're listening to this like I did, when I had a facial, fell in love with the product, went to an event and went, you know what? I need more women like this in my life, because the women I work with, they weren't encouraging me to move up and to be successful, because I was a threat to their job security. Because in jobs, there's only one of each position. In Mary Kay, anyone could have my position as a national. The fastest it's been done is 22 months. And that was prior to the pandemic and prior to us knowing how to do this whole, virtual world. So there are going to be women who come in and they're at the top because we have room at the top in Mary Kay for a family security program, retirement, car, trip, 50% income on selling products, team building right from the very beginning, from a debt-free, family-owned, United States of America based company that has not only just survived this pandemic, but has thrived through the pandemic and the last 60 years, which have varied a lot in our country and around the world. So, we thank you for your time. I know that just for watching this, you are getting a gift. But the greatest gift may be, when I went to that meeting, I was getting a gift, but the greatest gift was the opportunity for me to be decisive and say, you know what? For $130, it gives you all your tools to do your Mary Kay business in person and virtually, hundreds of dollars of product, an opportunity with a 90% buyback guarantee on any products that you don't sell. If you ever wanted to get out from the last 12 months of purchases, make 50% profit and take a 10% risk. And if you take advantage of new consultant specials, you lose not a dime. Mary Kay Inc. loses money and we lose money because we're going to train you and invest our time. And anyone's most precious asset is their time. It's not your money. I thought that $130 to get my starter kit was a huge risk because I had more month than money and I was in credit card debt. And I look back and 38 years later, I could still be in the same position of not having $130, especially in an economy like this, but also what the last 4 decades have looked like with up and down economies and up and down life that we all walk through. So you guys, thank you for your time. Definitely follow up with your consultant as soon as you get done with this. What did you like best? If you ever did do it, because that's marketing research for her. Why would you? What stood out? And then what would hold you back from it being you? If it's not you, then who? And when can we get together with you virtually or in person to get you entered into that model contest or to take care of your skin? Thanks you guys for joining us. And thank you again for our presenters. You did a fabulous job. Have a good night.